Hey, this is Tyler. This is my Google Calendar page. Has working drop downs for create as well, and then working collapsibles on the left here. I split it up into pretty much four main parts. I have the nav bar here, then the profile section, then there's the buttons with some extra spacing I added, and then my calendars here, which are split into a 3 section and a 9 section for the main. Here over at my code, I started out with the links and the scripts. I put everything in a container fluid so that it would all go to the edges of the screen. Here's my nav bar with all my links here, and then the drop down for the translator books and news. After that, I have the profile bar split into 2, 6, and 4 columns. 2 for the Rutgers logo, then the search bar, and then the glyphs, the share button, and then the email, all right here. Then there's the buttons, split into 2, 4, and 6. 2 just for the calendar link, 4 for the first set of navigation with the date, and then the final button group over here. And then here's the drop-down one for print and refresh here. After that is the other drop-down, which includes these separator sections, which are seen here for just that line right there. Those are their links. After that, I have my calendar section. In the first area, I have the create here, split into 1, 10, and 1, just for spacing reasons. In the 10 is the create, with the drop-down, with the form, with the button, and the text there. After that, I have the mini calendar with the target ID to collapse. I'm actually going to show the rest of it here in DevTools so it's a little easier to see. Split up into these 1.5 columns that actually act more as rows for some reason. There's 8 of them, one of the final one being blank, and each of the 1.5 rows, they're split into 2 sections of 6. Then those are split into 4 sections of 3 for each box, the last one always being just blank. That is what is happening here. There's the 4 and 4, last is blank. I've also added the gray class to some of them so that some of the numbers are a little more faded from the extra month. And that just continues down until there's the final one that's just the blank row, just so it adds up to 12. Then there's the My Calendar section. There's the My Calendar ID, so it collapses. That is split up into 10 and 2 for the title, and then this drop down, and then just some names that are just the links there, right here. After that is the other calendar, which is pretty much the same thing. Here's the title with the title, and then the arrow drop down with some more options, search bar, the US holiday, that's all up here. Then after that is my calendar, the big side, which I'll also show in DevTools here. It's pretty much set up the same way as the other calendar with these 1.5 columns that act more as rows, and then each one split into 6. And then there's the 3 box, the 4 3 sections, but none of them are blank because of the extra time slot. And that is here, and it just goes pretty much to the end of my code where everything closes out. For my CSS, it's all just color and spacing pretty much here. I made the glyphs for the bell and the user up at the top here, just a little smaller. Here I took the nav bar, the top nav bar, and I made it a little shorter just so it wouldn't be as thick as the next one, just to be more accurate to Google Calendars. And then more color and spacing. And at the end here, I took the mini calendar and I shifted it over here to the right a little bit so it wasn't as wide. Again, just to make it emulate the Google Calendar more accurately. And that is all of what I did.